about 14 weeks, we had some issues and went to the doctor and found out that we had hydrops, which is when the baby's swollen. And from that point on, it was fairly serious. We were sent to specialists, and we knew that there were problems that were, very serious issues that we had to pray about a lot. And then when we finally were able to get the amniocentesis, we found out that it was Down syndrome. And, that was after a couple of, other expectations.
Felt like we've been pregnant for years.
Yeah, when you go to the doctor that much and you get bad news every time, you start hating going to the doctor. But we found out it was Down syndrome, and it kind of had settled into a general, she was swollen, she had fluid in her chest, she had fluid in her abdomen, and the doctors were not real optimistic about the outcome. We were hoping for the best, but about a month and a half before we had her, we were sent to the pediatric cardiologist. And when she popped up on the ultrasound there,
I guess that was the first time we realized that was the first good thing that happened.
Yeah,
Felt like it's the first good thing through the whole pregnancy that happened.
You could immediately see that the swelling had gone down,
down,
and it was not as bad. And we were, and then he did the ultrasound of her heart and said that it looked good. A month and a half later, we had her, and it was a fairly dramatic birth, but we won't go into that. She's here, and she is so good. She is so much better than we expected, and she's just been such a joy and such a wonder, and I can't even imagine life without her. I'm so in love with this baby, and she's such a sweetie.
Yeah, they told us it'd probably be 2 to 3 weeks. She had problems breathing, one thing. It's being premature. They were saying 2 to 3 weeks, but she got out in 7 days.
She got RSV and was in the hospital for about a week with that. But again, did really, basically well. And I'm just so amazed at how much of a trooper she is. She just, whatever happens, she just fights right through it. And she's like, yeah, it's all good, Mom. Say, I'm all good. A friend of ours is a friend of Stella Berry's, and she told us through a group, I coach soccer some, and she was one of my kids' mothers. So she told us about UCP and gave us Stella's number, and Stella actually called us, I think.
Yeah.
And which was great, because that's one thing when we got the diagnosis, but we had no experience with it. We had no clue what to expect, what we needed to do, what would do with her, and then again through the pregnancy, not even being sure that she was going to survive the pregnancy, let alone being born, was, everything felt so unsettled, and so you don't know what to do.
You get this fear of you're alone. You don't know really how to take it. So it's like a shock that's hits you. But through like Stella finding out through people and through the UPC, through Stella and stuff, it kind of all takes a little bit of weight away.
What helps is you're put in contact with people that know what to expect and can tell you not only what to expect, but what, over and above what you ever dreamed your child would be able to do, and then to read experiences and other things of, really amazing accomplishments that people with Down syndrome are having now, and other things, other conditions too. It's just things have come so far that it is totally different than unless you have current experience, you don't expect them to do the amount that they can do. So it's such a wonderful thing to have, first of all, the knowledge of what, hey, they can accomplish this, or this is where they are, but this is where they can be. And then also someone to help you accomplish that. Say, this is how you need to do it. This is how you need to work with them. So the UCP Center is great because, with Lucinda coming out, and if I have a question, she can help me with it. She tells me, this is how I need to do it, and that's what I need. I need somebody to tell me how. I'm willing to do it. I want to do it. I want to help her every way I can, but this gives me the information I need to do that. Lucinda is our physical therapist. She comes out once a month, and when we have, like, for instance, we're working on her sitting up. So she'll show me where to put my hands and help me distract her so that she's not trying to look backwards, which is a good thing.